Oh yeah, so, I'm on the way live, so lucky, bro. That's all good. You know, I hit you. Yeah, we good.
Yeah, Esau took the real resources and gave us the fake ones. It
Mm,
go live and then it go live
I
again
see.
about currency.
See, did it come through on the phone, bro?
What's that?
See, did it notification come through?
It did.
Okay, good. Okay, good. You get that word gradually.
Con. I got in the Edelman and the Google. Let go to the gradual method of action, having steps or bridges. Steps and then here's
Right, bro. Yeah,
the
you need to get
idea
that.
that change.
Fuck with AI, like AI been on point
Damn,
lately. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we would like to give all praise and glory unto
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers. And peace and blessing salutations. Hopefully, they got there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. Pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect of believers, the listeners who have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. All right, well, GMS Mississippi Camp coming with another lesson. All right, and this lesson is going into Jacob's trouble is on the way. Now, remember last year, Elder Apostle Tahar, all right, through the Spirit, deemed last year the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. All right, now when you look at it, on the surface, you look at how um, the year ended, and it wasn't a lot, going on towards Jacob, being targeted, okay? But then you look at the first month of this year and what do you have? And what you have to understand in the spirit, because technically the new year don't start to win till March.
That's
So in the spirit, hey, he was on point, which we know the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai is dealing heavily with the leadership of GMS. When they say particular things, the Lord validate those men, vindicate those men all the time in the spirit. Okay? And as we can see right now with the Northern Kingdom, even some Southern Kingdom dealing with Haitians, so forth and so on. We hear talks about, Benjamin, Jamaicans, okay, getting their ass shipped off. Ultimately, what we're seeing, all right, this devil, Trump, okay, which is the face, all right now of the New World Order agenda, what it looked like in what it means in America, and we've seen that it's going to be very tyrannical, all right, and he's all about action. Joe Biden was just this weirdo falling all over the goddamn place, touching on everybody.
sleepy.
Yeah, sleepy Joe. Okay, it was like it wasn't no president. you know,
Then
it,
they got to have an
yeah,
ambulance drive
yeah,
behind them at
yeah.
all times.
It's just like and people were just able to roam and be freaky, and you know, it was just a weird 4 years, man. But now, all right, under this presidency, we see it's all about action, man. All right, and then Esau reaching out and touching you niggas, man. And what we're seeing is this thing gradually going into Jacob trouble, man. This is only the beginning. Okay, what the devil really want to do? You say something? Okay, get that definition of gradualism.
This is Google search on the word gradualism.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It says gradualism is the idea that change happens gradually over time rather than in large steps.
Yeah, so what we're seeing is the devil gradually, okay, working up to being tyrannical against the tribes, man. Now, it's going to be harsh for everybody, when these devils, really push forward with their agenda, order out of chaos. But we know that Esau, Edom, and Jacob, that's an ancient rivalry, man. All right, and this man has a special hatred for you tribes, man, and he's finna showcase that. That's why Trump was the guy, Nero. All right, the same guy that started the persecution of the followers of Yahushua, the tribes, back during the ancient Rome. So it's only fitting, all right, that this man, okay, be at the forefront of pushing the agenda of terrorizing the tribes, man. In this day, okay, so we're going to see things gradually get worse. All right, this is just the beginning, and see this. What this has also showed that ancient rivalry between the northern kingdom and southern kingdom, okay, is still present in the earth, man. And we're going to go into some of their history of their rivalry, man. But while you're arguing back and forth, all right, you so-called Negroes, all right, Latinos and Native Americans are arguing back and forth. Hey, Esau Edom is constantly going forward with his move, man. You know, you just say something.
They want to continue to push that vibration of the Israelites to be against each other, because we're against each other, we can't build. That's from the northern king to the southern king, from the man to the woman. You know, both. They make sure that we keep us divided while they move forward with their agenda.
Kind of like you say that the race, you know, so-called black, so-called brown, as they'll say, you know, dealing with the Latinos and, you know, Ephraim, all right, Puerto Ricans, all right, so forth and so on, of the northern tribes, and like you say, the gender wars, all right, and as long as they can keep you niggas arguing about nothing, okay, keep you separated from your power, he's able to have his way. That's why he's able to do what he do to you niggas, shoot one of you niggas when he feel like it. Okay, fire you niggas, close a whole plant, okay, where you work at when he feel like it. Okay, cut your government assistance when he feel like it. Okay, make sure you have the most violent, drug infested neighborhoods. Okay, and you have no defense, because the gathering, and it shows you that the true gathering will be under Yahushua. You know.
What happened at that?
Matter of fact, get there real quick in Genesis 49, like a 10. You better make a point, bro.
Because, like you said, he's doing it to keep us in the state that we're in. That's why the average person won't pay attention to when we watching the championship. How, you know, we saw that, you know, how deep the enchantment was on that day. It was so-called Martin Luther King Day. Then there was the inauguration. You know, he had Number Jake down there playing music for him in the
Mississippi
circle.
Valley, you know, in the band.
Then not to mention, they top it off, he had Travis Scott on top of the stadium with the lights around him, you know, doing on some ritual shit. You know, so them enchantments getting deeper and deeper and deeper. So I was just making that point, bro. They want to pull everything they can to keep us in the state that we in, because they know that when we tied into our power, when we tied into Yahweh Shema Shah, that's the kryptonite for this society, man. That's the kryptonite for this kingdom. That's the kryptonite for Esau. When we tied into Yahweh Shema Shah, that's our power. You know, they can't do nothing with us with that. But we sitting and we continue to go off, that's our kryptonite. And the devil knows that.
Get that. Yeah, get Root 4 or 5.
Genesis chapter 49, verse 10.
Yep.
The scepter
5 and 4.
shall not depart from Judah.
Yep, and this scepter, all right, goes into, all right, the rulership, the dominion, all right, which Judah is the head tribe, all right, and through Judah, you will get Yahushua, okay, which is the King of Kings, okay. So this prophecy goes into, all right, because you go into Genesis 49, this is where you get the breakdown of the 12 tribe chart. Okay, so when it gets to Judah, all right, it says a particular thing regarding Judah. Go ahead.
Nor a lawgiver from between his feet.
Yep.
Until Shiloh come.
Yep.
And unto him shall the gathering of the people be.
Yeah, Shiloh, all right, which in the Hebrew goes into tranquil or peace. Okay, and what do you have? All right, under Yahushua, you have the tribes gathering together. Okay, under the banner of Yahushua, we're gathering together in peace. You see the bickering, all right, that you see our people under, okay, is because Yahweh Shai is not involved in that madness. All right, that's why you got niggas popping the balloon, okay? Niggas on the podcast arguing with bimbos all goddamn day. You know, which the red pill community was cute for a moment, but now we in some serious time. Arguing with them dumbass hoes on it's cute for views, and we was into it. We got some talking points and shit. But now it's a real gathering. Now we really building in Yahweh shop, man. Okay, we seen a lot of things come and go, a lot of trends and fads come and go. But the only thing that's been getting stronger over the years is the gathering under Yahweh shop, man, under this word, man. You know, you can say something.
Yeah, I want to say since niggas got to a hold of the red pill, they made it for a game purpose, you know. For moderation, you know. At first, it was to enlighten the man, enlighten people. Going on.
That's what I'm saying. Just add to your point, because that's what America is about. Something comes out, it be authentic, but once America start to market it and commercially, it's ruined. It becomes a ruin, like it uses essence. Remember, AN1 used to be, you know what I'm saying? But then Esau came and put money into it and commercialized it, and it got watered down. You know, just
tainted.
Rap, even rap, you know, the original rap before Esau really, you know, but just add to your point, bro.
Yeah, they polluted once someone with a greedy mind, a greedy heart obtain something, they gonna defile it, you know, because they only after gain, they are ravenous wolves, you know, from the these false prophets to the just the normal dumb Negro at the bottom. And I ain't gonna call him Jake, the dumb Negro. You know?
I mean, it's easy to make one of these dumb modern women, you know what I'm saying, look stupid. They don't know nothing. Their mind is destroyed, you know. So it's easy to make them look like idiots, because they are idiots. Okay? Well then, what now what? All right? This nigga Esau finna move. Shit. Esau finna kill you and them.
That's all he wants.
That's on Friday, killing you and them. So them, you and them dumb hoes you argue with, Esau finna roll on all y'all dumb ass, man.
Okay. You know, back to what you were saying, bro. Like, we all been there. You know, so we all had our time to be amongst the world, man. But you know, when y'all about shine, the spirit wake you up, man. That shit, it's time to shit. It's time to put the gloves on, bro. Like, you know, it's time to come out that shit, man. Everybody had their chance to you know, get all that shit out. Like, you niggas ain't like y'all ain't tired of partying. You know, you ain't tired of the same shit over and over and over and over again, man. Especially when these scriptures telling you like we got something far more greater coming. We just gotta get through this, man. We just gotta get through this. What you got, bro?
Get that, bro.
You said 5 and 4?
Yeah.
This is Baruch chapter 5 and verse 4.
Yep.
It says, "For thy name shall be called of the Most High forever, the peace of righteous, and the glory of the Most High's worship."
Go here, read 5.
Verse 5: "Arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about towards the east."
See, it says, "Arise, O Jerusalem." You know, we might hear brothers say, "Quam Yashala," at the end of camp, which means, you know, rise Israel. Okay, and where we're rising from, the confusion. You know, matter of fact, get that in Isaiah 52 and 1. We're rising from confusion. You see, Jake is still trying to find a solution in the midst of the confusion, man. All right, the scriptures all right, has us elevating above the confusion. Okay, and getting back into their proper order. So now, all right, this devil, he's on the back foot. See, as we've repented, see, he has no answer for us being in order under Yahweh Shema Shai and faith and obedience. He has no answer for that. Because if he did, he would have been made a move.
That's our power.
Yeah. So what we're doing now, we're rising above all the enchantments. Everything that this devil has working against us, guess what? In his word, we've risen above these things. Okay? Crack, weed, chasing women, being a slave to this money system. See, we're rising above these things, man. That want to be that nigga in this world. Like, see, we're rising above all those enchantments that keep our people confused and arguing, man. You know?
That's the thing, bro. We call lame, but I'd rather be lame now and be a king in the kingdom, bro. To be on that cabinet of your house shot, bro. Like that's strong. You want to be that nigga on this side or that nigga in the kingdom?
Because that king in the kingdom.
That king, Slocky, that king in the kingdom. Throw out for the correction. Because everybody ain't gonna get a chance to even see the house shot, bro. Everybody ain't gonna get a chance to even be on that cabinet. No. To even be able to have that conversation and see them walk across somewhere. You know, there's little simple stuff. Like we gotta understand like the little simple pleasures that we get, you know, with being in this thing, you know, like the brother said.
And it's gonna be forever.
Come.
Yeah.
Can we get the rest of it?
Yeah.
Come. I'm start from the top. It says, "Arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about towards the east, and behold, our children gather from the west unto the east by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the remembrance of the Most High."
So it begins with us being gathered by this word, and then we're going to be physically gathered by those chariots, man. You see, and this is the only gathering that makes sense. Okay, when brothers get together, you don't have to worry about, you know, the egos. Okay, you don't have to worry about, you know,
wallets.
Shit. The environment of being torn down and that toxic shit that niggas be on, adultery, you know. Nah, man, this is the only gathering that makes sense. Even our conversations. Our conversations is, you know, we talk about, you know, secular things, you know, things of the world, where everything is routed and grounded by these scriptures and filtered through these scriptures. Okay? And see, when we come together now, because when niggas get together, all right, anything can happen, man. A nigga, you can die. Like, that's a possibility on a random Tuesday. You with niggas, you can die.
Then they shoot up the, they had a stop the violence rally.
Yeah, they shot that up. Yeah, that what nigga, cause that's the, you know what I mean? But nah, you around brothers, even just building in the spirit, like it's always something you can take away and grow. You know, being around, all right, the gathering of your house shop, man. These live screens, man. We get on here and build and gather, man. As we gather, we're building, getting a better perspective on how we should be in these times. Okay, but you don't get that amongst niggas. Niggas just drain you of energy. Your anxiety go through the roof because you don't know what a nigga finna do. You're around a nigga woman and you don't know what niggas finna do. You know, you looking at this nigga hand, like what's this nigga, what you reaching for? You know what I'm saying? Just fuck this nigga on, man. You know? So yeah, let's get that in Isaiah.
It's Isaiah chapter 52, verse 1. Awake, awake.
Yep.
Put on thy strength.
Yeah, speak up too, bro. Start on.
It's Isaiah chapter 52, verse 1. Awake, awake. Put on thy strength, O Zion.
Hey, put on our strength. Awake. It's time to awake. Okay? America has Jake in the slumber. You see, and we're really seeing the confusion that's on Jake, man. Jake don't have a clue of what's going on any level in society, man. Okay? A nigga life is centered around a TikTok video. That's a nigga, that's the preacher for a nigga now, man. TikTok. That's the preacher. That's a nigga doctor. That's a nigga a marriage counselor. It's goddamn TikTok, man. That's his spiritual leader, you know. All on TikTok, man. Okay? Which there's few truths that come out on TikTok, but it's saturated with misinformation. Okay? And Jake just taking everything from all angles. Okay? And confused.
All them different doctrines and philosophies and
just random information.
Just random shit. How he feel. Yep. Like, come on, bro. We wonder why niggas confused.
Yeah, so it's a nigga with, you know, you got a nigga with an unk on, you know, that voted for Trump. So this nigga's an Egyptology Republican, man. You know?
Now, them niggas ain't your family, bro. It's not your real brothers. We are, you know, we brothers, you know, according to the tribe and everything. But right now, like, these are my brothers. You know, like that's what Yahushua said. You know, who is my brother? Who is my mother? Who is my father? You know, those who do the will, those who follow and do the will of the Most High, Yahweh. You know, those are who my brothers in these times, bro. Cause these are the only people you gonna be able to trust. Like, let's sit right here, bro, in the camp, and brothers, like, these are the only people you're gonna be able to trust in them time, bro. Especially when everybody going through that hard time and they ain't got no other option but to get that chip. That cause we know Jacob trouble coming, bro.
Yeah, you can't even trust niggas now.
Come
Before, you know, it ain't getting hard. You can't trust a nigga as far as you can see him. You know, and even when you see him, you know what I'm saying? You got it, bro.
I wanted to add to what you were saying. The crazy thing is that they'll believe what's on the internet if it's said on the internet first, but when someone said right next to him, they ain't gonna believe it.
No.
You see, they get them locked into that that beast system.
And Slocky, bro, if I'm gonna add, that's how you know the enchantment is real, bro. Because Jake can be so woke, so called woke, and they'll say, "Oh, we know, you know, it's not an election, it's a selection." But you niggas still run down there and go vote. Mm-hmm. You know, you so called woke, and you know all these things, but the application of it and the appliance of the wisdom, bro, is gone.
Yeah, Jake want to choose, you know, the bits and parts that he awakened to, but Jake still is enchanted in the majority of his belief system, man.
And spirit, we said that last night, bro. We were talking. Like most people, they want the pros out of everything. They want the pros of this side of Babylon. They also want the pros of the kingdom. They want the pros of everything. When you can't choose both sides, man. No. You can't choose both sides. You gotta choose one side and accept the pros and the cons. Mm-hmm. You want it now, the con later on, you ain't gonna really have it. If you want it in the kingdom, the con to that is now we gotta go through this suffering.
The honey and the bitterness, man. Okay. You got it, bro.
Put on that beautiful garments, O Jerusalem.
And the garments is what? This understanding, you know, this truth. Which with this wisdom, what does it do? It produces a beautiful conduct. You see, as we digest this word, okay, and really begin to live this thing, this wisdom is producing a beautiful conduct. Okay? And this is what's making us beautiful, is us operating and living according to this word. It makes us a beautiful people. Go ahead.
The holy city, from henceforth, there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean.
Yeah, so we're coming to a time when we're delivered, man. We're already being separated now. Mm-hmm. Okay, to where the Lord is separating us through this word to where we don't share the same interests of this world. You see, what these people want to continue, we can't wait to be destroyed. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we have different interests. So those interests separate us, man. Okay, and ultimately when we're delivered, we're gonna always be excluded. Okay, an exclusive nation unto ourselves, man.
Separated.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you can. So we're gonna go into the history, because see, you gotta understand what we seeing playing out. All right, is an ancient rivalry going back to the time of King Solomon. Okay, after King Solomon died, you know, he had his son Rehoboam. Okay, and then you had Jeroboam. Okay, of the northern tribes. Okay, which will break away, and ever since then, there's been a rift between the northern and southern kingdom. Okay, and we're seeing this even play out in this time. All right, and if you're not under the banner of Yahushua being gathered by this word as we went into, you're going to constantly be in that chaotic, you know, that disagreement, and you know.
You got no covering.
Yep, because you don't have any understanding. Mm-hmm. You see, under Yahushua you get understanding. Okay, and you understand. Okay, damn, these are my people. Mm-hmm. You look at 12 tribes, you're like, damn, these are my people. You know, and then as we grow in this understanding, and you see that you have brothers, okay, from northern and southern kingdom, okay, even some brothers that look like, you know, southern kingdom but a northern kingdom, and they're all here gathered, okay, in unity under Yahushua, and we're building towards something, man. You know, so you got it, bro. So we're gonna get into some history of that rivalry between the northern and southern kingdom, man. Go ahead.
This is 1 Kings chapter 1, 1 Kings chapter 12, verse 1.
Yep.
And Rehoboam went to Shechem, for all Israel were come to Shechem to make him king.
Yeah, so this is after the death of King Solomon, and his son Rehoboam will sit that throne. Okay, the throne of David. Okay, go ahead.
And it came to pass when Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who was yet in Egypt, heard of it, for he was fled from the presence of the king of King Solomon, and Jeroboam dwelt in Egypt, that they went and called him, and Jeroboam and all the congregation of Israel came.
Yeah, so Jeroboam was likened to a representative of the northern king. So he's going to come before, Rehoboam. Go ahead.
And spake unto Rehoboam, saying, Thy father made our yoke grievous.
Yep.
Now therefore make thou the grievous service of thy father, and his heavy yoke which he put upon us lighter.
Yeah, so King Solomon, as he, got older, and he went dark, falling after the guise of, his wives, his heathen wives, okay, and concubines, and, he went left, so he began to, put pressure with the tribute on Jacob. So they're asking, his son Rehoboam to lighten up on us, man. Go ahead.
And we will serve thee. And he said unto them, Depart yet for 3 days, then come again to me. And the people departed.
Yeah, so they told him, look, say, just lighten up and we'll serve you. Like, we're gonna be your people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we keep things going as usual, because it was great under King Solomon. You just had that, that era where, Solomon went left. So they like, look, let's get back to business, man. So Rehoboam like, look, I'll get back with you in 3 days, and he's going to have a council. Go ahead.
And King Rehoboam counseled with the old men that stood before Solomon his father while he yet lived, and said, How do ye advise that I may answer this people?
Yeah, so he took counsel first, all right, with those elders that advised King Solomon when he was reigning. Okay, so he's asking him, what should I do? Go ahead.
And they spake unto him, saying, If thou wilt be a servant unto this people this day, and wilt serve them and answer them, and speak good words to them, then will they be thy servants forever.
Yeah, so he's just do right by them. They're gonna be your servants forever. Okay, because hey, Jake, they gonna be loyal. All you gotta do is do right by them, and they're gonna be loyal to you forever. Simple counsel. You see, go ahead.
Straight to the point.
But he forsook the counsel of the old men,
Yep.
which they had given him, and counseled with the young men that were grown up with him.
Yeah, so he counseled with YNs.
Young niggas.
The council of YNs. Okay? Showing you why, the elders was very, valuable in our culture, because they had that experience. Okay? They gained that wisdom through experience. You see? But no, he listened to, all right, them young Jakes that he grew up with. Go ahead.
And which stood before him, and he said unto them, What counsel give ye that we may answer this people, who have spoken to me, saying, Make the yoke which thy father did put upon us lighter? And the young men that were grown up with him spake unto him, saying, Thus shalt thou speak unto this people that speak unto thee, saying, Thy father made our yoke heavy, but make thou it lighter unto us. Thus shalt thou say unto them, my little finger shall be thicker than my father's loins.
Yeah, it said their little finger. So he because going into, King Solomon, he had all them women. He was going hard, But he said, look, my little finger gonna go harder than my father's loins, which means whatever my father put on you, I'm gonna do worse. You know, so
Damn.
them young Jakes, you know, gave him terrible advice, man.
What they say nowadays? You said in your lesson? We used to say stay safe. Now these young niggas say stay dangerous.
Stay dangerous, yeah. You know, so he give them like no, oppress them more. And remember, this is Judah, so-called Negro. You know, so they looking at the northern kingdom like put more hell on them niggas, man. You know, go ahead.
And now, whereas my father did lay you with a heavy yoke, I will add to your yoke. My father have chastened you with whips, but I will chasten you with scorpions.
Go ahead.
So Jeroboam and all the people came to Rehoboam the third day, as the king had appointed, saying, Come to me again the third day. And the king answered the people roughly, and forsook the old man's counsel that they gave him, and spake to them after the counsel of the young man, saying, My father made your yoke heavy, and I will add to your yoke. My father also chastened you with whips, but I will chasten you with scorpions.
So it's gonna be hard. Then say he spoke roughly. You know, so he disrespectful. You know how Jake can be, you know what I'm saying?
Extra.
Especially Jake that got it, you know what I'm saying?
Position of power.
Yeah. Poor ass nigga. Run me that, nigga. Y'all poor ass niggas.
My money,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So he handled him roughly, you know, so go ahead.
Wherefore the king hearkened not unto the people, for the cause was from the Lord, that he might perform his saying, which the Lord spake by Ahijah, the Shilonite, unto Jeroboam the son of Nebat.
Yep. So it was prophesied that the kingdom was gonna be split. You know, so the Lord had the spirit on Rehoboam to reject the wise counsel of the elders and take the foolish counsel of young Jake, man. Okay, so it'd be a split. Okay, but we ain't been together since this split. You know, ever since then there was always a separation. Okay, go ahead.
So when all Israel saw that the king hearkened not unto them, the people answered the king, saying, What portion have we in David? Neither have we inheritance in the son of Jesse to your father's tents. To your father's tents, O Israel. Now see to thine own houses, David. So Israel departed unto their tents.
Yeah, so Jeroboam them left like, what the hell with this then, man? You know, and their mind was made up like, look, it's like we ain't even part of the kingdom. Like, we don't have no hair. You know what I'm saying? We just being ruled over. You know, go ahead.
But as for the children of Israel which dwelt in the cities of Judah, Rehoboam reigned over them. The king Rehoboam sent Adonijah.
Where you at?
Yeah, right here.
Oh, Adoniram.
Adoniram,
yeah.
Who was over the tribes, who was over the tribute, and all Israel stoned him with stones, that he died. Therefore the king Rehoboam made speed to get him up to his chariot to flee Jerusalem.
Yeah, so here it is. You done talk to these niggas. You know what I mean? You done talk to Jake crazy. You know, and then you send somebody to go collect tribute, and they stoned that nigga, man. Wow, you gotta think with them, cause you look at how, them cartel brutal down there.
Yep.
You know, them cartel, they be on some more.
Them niggas don't play, bro.
Yeah. They send messages. You know what I'm saying?
So they sent real messages.
Yeah, so he sent. You know what I'm saying? Old boy on that crash mission to go get that tribute after you done talked all that shit, and they put him to death. And ever since then, you know, it's been a split. You know, and it even led up to an actual, you know, civil war. When you get that in 2 Chronicles 13 and 1. You have some more?
Yeah. 19. So Israel rebelled against the house of David until this day.
and except and only under the banner of Yahushua is there a gathering, a reuniting. That's the whole purpose of the Lord. When he says he's raised up the tabernacles of David, he's talking about all the tribes unite. But it's only the tribes of the elect that's going to unite. Mm-hmm. Okay, those of the elect of the tribes that's going to unite. Mm-hmm. You know, you got it, bro. You can say something. Mm-hmm. Okay, you got it.
This is the book First Chronicles, chapter 13, starting at verse 1. Mm-hmm. Now, in the 18th year of King Jeroboam, mm-hmm. began Abijah to reign over Judah.
Yeah, so Rehoboam is dead, but Jeroboam, which you read in that chapter, 1 Kings 12, he's still alive. Okay, so at this point, you know, it's an intense route. Mm-hmm. You gotta think of it of like North Korea and South Korea. That's what it was on, because they were still right there on the same land. Okay, when it was a divide. Mm-hmm. You know, you got it, bro.
Mm-hmm. Verse 2. He reigned 3 years in Jerusalem, mm-hmm. and his mother's name was also Micaiah, mm-hmm. the daughter of Uriel of Gibeah. Mm-hmm. And there was war between Abijah and Jeroboam.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. And Abijah set the battle in array with an army of valiant.
Yeah, value reading NLT.
Come with verse 3 in NLT. Judah, led by Abijah, filled 400,000 selected warriors, while Jeroboam mustered mm-hmm. 800,000 selected troops from Israel.
So you have 400,000 troops from the southern kingdom and 800,000 troops from the northern kingdom. That's how intense this rivalry had got, man. It's 1.2 million people. Damn. You know, go ahead.
Come, verse 4. Come, verse 4. When the army of Judah arrived in the hill country of Ephraim, Abijah stood on Mount Zemarium,
yeah.
And shouted to Jeroboam and all of Israel, listen to me. Do you realize that Yahweh...
Yeah, don't you realize?
Don't you realize that Yahweh, the power of Israel, made a lasting covenant with David, giving him and his descendants the throne of Israel forever?
Yep, so now he looked like the throne belonged, because now Jeroboam has made himself a king, and you know he went and got other priests, mm-hmm. okay, that wasn't of the Levites, mm-hmm. so he done set his own thing up. So now Abijah was like, you know, he coming in like, y'all tripping, mm-hmm. you know, go ahead.
Verse 6, yet Jeroboam, son of Nebat, a mere servant of David's son Solomon, rebelled against his master.
Yep. So they looked at Jeroboam, okay, as like a usurper. Mm-hmm. You know, go ahead.
Verse 7. Then the whole gang of
scoundrels
joined him, defying Solomon's son Rehoboam when he was young and inexperienced and could not stand up to them.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. Do you really think you can stand against the kingdom of Yahweh that is led by the descendants of David? You may have a vast army, and you may have those gold calves that Jeroboam made as your gods.
Yeah, because the northern kingdom went directly into idolatry, man. Mm-hmm. Directly into Jeroboam started building those golden calves, man, just like in Egypt. And you look at the northern tribes today, they're heavy into paganism, man. Mm-hmm. The worship of Mary, okay? The Day of the Dead, okay? They're into a lot of left hand, you know, it's the northern kingdom heavy into their voodoo, you know? So, you look at the northern kingdom, that's why, you know, it's a dark, you know, that's why the cartels, like them, you know, they get grimy like that, like they come from a very pagan custom, man. Mm-hmm. You know, go ahead.
Verse 9. But you have chased away the priests of Yahweh, the descendants of Aaron, and the Levites, and you have appointed your own priests, just like the pagan nations.
Go ahead.
You let anyone become a priest these days.
He cussing their ass out.
It's like you how we talk about you be reading and you be feeling it like he going in, bro.
Yeah, he going ballistic.
Go read that from the top. Verse 9. It says, but you have chased away the priests of Yahweh, the descendants of Aaron, and the Levites, and you have appointed your own priests, just like the pagan nations. You let anyone become a priest these days.
And that's Jake talk. You know, Jake get the roasting your ass. Jake get the roasting your ass. You know what I'm saying?
He got some more. He said,
yeah, you would leave the club with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Trash that. You know what
oh, man. Hey.
Go ahead.
Well, he said, but whoever comes to be dedicated with a young bull and 7 rams can become a priest of these so-called gods of yours. They're going in. Verse 10. But as for us, Yahweh our power, and we have not abandoned him. Only the descendants of Aaron serve Yahweh as priests, and the Levites alone may help them in their work.
Go ahead.
Verse 11. They present burnt offerings and fragrant incense to Yahweh every morning and evening. They place bread and they place bread of the presence of the holy table, and they light the gold lampstand every evening. We are following the instructions of Yahweh our power, but you have abandoned him.
Yeah, so this is also rooted in that rivalry between the circumcision and the uncircumcision. All right, because even amongst the southern kingdom, you had those that was Hellenized, and they went out to paganism. But you had, that Maccabean revolt, and it evolved into the Hasmonean dynasty, and then that's where you get the sect of the scribes and Pharisees. They kept the way. So they look at the Hellenized Jake as, look, y'all niggas off, y'all tripping. Y'all have nothing to do with us, man. But that's how the southern kingdom was looking at the northern kingdom then. Like, y'all niggas have nothing to do with us, man. They were looking at them niggas like they wasn't Israelites. That's why I said you behave like the pagan nation. Like, we still got the Levites. We still got the daily sacrifice.
You do whatever you want.
Anybody can be y'all priest. Any nigga, they got a goat can be a priest. You know what I'm saying?
Good, bro.
So this is showing just the intense rivalry between the northern and southern kingdom, showing that this is nothing new that we're seeing. These niggas arguing on TikTok. He could have put this on TikTok. It's like a TikTok rant. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, for real.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
Come, verse 12. It says, so you see, the Most High is with us. He is our leader. His priests blow their trumpets and lead us into battle against you, O people of Israel. Do not fight against Yahweh, the power of your ancestors, for you will not succeed.
Go ahead.
Verse 13. Meanwhile, Jeroboam had secretly sent part of his army around behind the men of Judah to ambush them. When Judah realized that they were being attacked from the front and the rear, they cried out to Yahweh for help. Then the priest blew the trumpet.
Yeah, so while he was talking,
Jake on some bullshit.
Yeah. He talking that shit. Yeah. Backdoor this nigga.
Jake on some sneaky shit.
Yeah. Nigga talk to me like, you know what I'm saying?
Let that nigga keep talking, hey boy. Why ain't shit, man?
Yeah.
It says, then the priest blew the trumpets, and the men of Judah began to shout at the sound of the battle cry. The Most High defeated Jeroboam and all Israel that routed them before Abijah and the army of Judah.
So the Most High intervened on the behalf of Judah in this situation, because Judah was still, keeping away to some degree. Go ahead.
If I may add, bro, Salaki, they just show you strength of our power. They were outnumbered, and they were outmaneuvered, out strategized. But you can't outpower or outmaneuver or out strategize the Yahweh Shema Shah.
Mm-hmm.
So it just shows you still, even then, like we said before when we first started, this is our power, bro. This is our power. So as long as we stick with our power, no matter what odds we got, and Jacob's trouble, we're gonna have to go through. But as long as we stick with our power, our brothers are with the number, we're gonna be alright.
Because when they realized they were through, what did they do? They prayed.
Mm.
You know, you can say something.
I say yeah, they were closed in, like they was, from the back end, from the front.
Mm-hmm.
But the Most High delivered them, and they cried out, like it says in Zechariah chapter 13, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Our people shall call upon my name, and I will hear them.
Mm-hmm.
When that call is that bitter cry,
And that's,
I got you.
and as we gather on the Yahweh Shai, we start to realize that he's listening.
Mm-hmm.
It's certain prayers, in our day to day that get answered. You go,
with the
you know what I'm saying,
bro.
Yeah. So
It's that little stuff.
So even little stuff like that, all the way up until we see this war happening exactly like the scriptures say. We see the MOTB being implemented, the AI, and like we're seeing these things, and that's because this is what we pray for.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're not praying, that who we bet on the Super Bowl win. Yeah. We're not hoping on, Latricia to text us back. Then give us the green light. That ain't what our expectation is. Okay, well, we have an expectation on these prophecies being fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
So when we see these things happening, that's the Lord, hearing our prayers. Because we pray for prophecy to happen now. Like our day to day, we survive, we maintain, we scurry through. Okay, but our expectation is in these scriptures. So when we see these things happening, when we see prophecy jumping off the pages, that's the Lord hearing our prayers, man.
God. I mean, even then, bro, like spiritually, we know that that's taken care of. Because if you look at it from a spiritual standpoint, like all our chips is in the center of the table on Yahweh Shai. We ain't holding nothing back. It's just the same way, how they'll be at a poker table, they all in. We all in for Yahweh Shai. Everything we got, bro, is on Yahweh Shai. Because we know at the end of the day, we gonna win.
Okay. You got
Keep going?
Yeah.
Because Second Chronicles, back in Second Chronicles chapter 13, verse 16, the Israelite army fled from Judah, and the Most High handed them over to Judah in defeat. Abijah and his army inflicted heavy losses on them. 500,000 Israel selected troops were killed that day.
500,000.
They started with 8.
Knocked them down. Yep. So, and it just shows you, and then we brought that out to show that rivalry. Like it was a war, actual war. Like so you see Jake with this tension against the northern tribes. Okay. Yeah. It's rooted. Okay. In the split. Okay, and ever since then, remember we haven't been, because when Jake, Northern Kingdom, which we'll get it, you had some. Okay, get 18, because we're gonna get like even beyond this. So we just walking it down, because you had King Solomon, then you had Rehoboam come in, then you had Jeroboam, and there was a split between them two. Then you had to the point there was a civil war, okay, between the northern and southern kingdom. And then you're gonna see the Lord started take Jake into captivity, because remember, this whole thing is rooted in the northern kingdom is always dealt with first. Okay, then the Lord makes his way down to the southern kingdom. So you Jakes on TikTok, pointing the finger, laughing, and making these videos about the deportations.
It's a car. You need next.
That same sword on the way to you. You are the next stop. You got.
What you say you want?
Jeremiah 3. Yeah, you finished it.
We're gonna read verse 18. It says, "So Judah defeated Israel on that occasion because they trusted in Yahweh, the power of their ancestors." So again, that goes back to keep saying, bro, as long as we tap into our power, As long as we tap into your how about Shema Shah, man, there isn't nothing that we can't do. There's nothing that we can't accomplish. Like that's what it means to actually be the sons of God, man, the sons of the Most High. All right, those kings being risen up. As long as we trust in Yahweh Shema Shah, they had the odds stacked against, bro, real odds stacked against them. What was it, 800,000 or 300,000?
400,000.
800,000 or 400,000. So they got double the amount they got, and they surrounded on both sides. But you can see that as long as we trust it and we keep that faith in Yahweh Shema Shah, bro, we good. We got it, bro.
The numbers don't matter.
Come.
You know. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord said unto me in the days of Josiah the king, hast thou seen thou which backsliding Israel have done?
Yeah, so the Lord is using Jeremiah to address to the leadership. You know, have y'all not seen what happened to the backsliding Israel, the northern kingdom? So he's addressing the southern kingdom like, you ain't see what I did to them? Okay, go ahead.
She is gone up upon every high mountain and under every green tree, and there have played the harlot.
Yep, idolatrous, man. Go ahead.
And I said, after she had done all these things, turn thou unto me, but she returned not, and her treacherous sister Judah saw it.
Yep, so you gotta remember they're neighbors. You know, the land of, you know, what we call Judea, and what you got Samaria, where the northern kingdom dwelt. Okay, they were neighbors. So Judah seen the northern kingdom wilding, and then they had seen the Lord allow the Syrians to take them captive. Because by this time, this is after the Syrians had taken the northern kingdom captive. Okay, but this is before Babylon comes and take the southern kingdom captive. So Jeremiah is telling them like, look, you ain't see what I did to them. Because at this time, guess what? The southern kingdom was in idolatry. Matter of fact, real quick, get that in Jeremiah 44. Before I start like at verse 14. Like southern kingdom had got heavy into idolatry, man. So here it is. They seen the whole scenario play out with the northern kingdom. Yeah.
Take it away.
This is a whole.
We got wiped out.
Yeah. And y'all on the same shit.
You gonna do the same thing?
Yeah. What we see today? You guys, bro.
Hey, let's do the same thing. That got little JoJo killed.
Yeah. Same mindset. You know.
Yeah.
You said 44 and 14?
Yeah, start at 14. Well, matter of fact,
So like that.
yeah, you gotta make a point, bro.
Yeah, that brings up a little situation. I remember seeing doggone bruh, he survived a killing. Bruh survived a killing in his apartment, right? And when they left, they spared him, right? As soon as they left, he got back up, blood still on the floor and stuff like that. He back up and filming and stuff like, yeah, they tried to get him, you know.
Yeah.
Did the same thing. They came back
Jake
and
loved
dropped
them,
him.
Yeah. Jake ain't happy till
Jake loved
till his
them,
spirit
bro.
gone. Yeah. Jake gonna be satisfied till he actually in the spirit realm. Yeah. You know, until the Most High just say, look, come sit by me. Yeah.
Man, it was one. I don't know if I don't know if we had talked about it before, but it was another Jay. He was in the hospital on live talking about how bad they hit him. Man, he shot. I think he had like a couple of marks, like a bunch of like gases and stuff on, but he was tore up pretty bad, bro. Like, it's always a Jake that's in the hospital like that, tore up bad. And fuck, you in the hospital on live. You need to be worried about recovery.
But that shows you why the Most High needs to, you know, do away with 2/3 because what you see that stiff neckness.
Yeah.
They get knocked down, they gonna get back up acting stupid again.
You can hit your head, ain't got no wisdom. Usually when you come across something, you know, it didn't work, or you know, it beat your ass a little bit, you know, you'll be like, okay, I can't do that. I can't go about it that no more. You know, or you know, us, we'll usually call a brother, you know, ask him what you think of this situation, you know, you can give me some wise counsel. But shit, these niggas, especially who I am, I'm grown. I can do what I want to do. You know, we see the results of that do as thou do as thou will shit, bro.
Yeah, if a nigga gets shot and survive, he gonna think he invincible. Mm-hmm. He gonna be way worse than he was before he got shot. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a nigga mind frame.
Man,
so here it is. As Jake is watching what's happening to the Northern Kingdom, y'all niggas ain't repenting. Y'all mocking and arguing. Mm-hmm. Okay, but you niggas not repenting. So the same sword coming near you. Like Elder Apostle Carr say, the Northern Kingdom get it first, the Southern Kingdom get it worse.
Prophecy, soon coming to a place near you.
He got nuke you niggas. You so, you know what I'm saying? Look, nuke them niggas, man. Hey, nuke them niggas, man. The Heavenly Father look down and see a nigga, man. Nuke them niggas, man.
Good, bro. You know? That's what we wanted to last night, bro. Understanding that, bro. For one, how about Shema outside? They don't like that young nigga spirit, bro.
No.
They not showing that shit's, what's the word I'm looking for, bro? That it's derogatory, bro, in a way. You know, if that's the right word I'm using. Like that's not something that they like. You know, they don't like Eve, you know. Like what Zaquan Zahar said, bro, they gave up a nuclear family for free sex.
Yeah.
Like he said looking at all
for random
things,
sex, you know.
With random people, and then you get 40 bodies and you didn't gave your whole 20s to the YNs in the streets. And then you want to come to a man that may be established, you may have something going on for yourself, and now you got values. Now you got I'm this and I'm that. No, man, that's not how they work.
It's the whole reasoning. Like, you know, these young niggas, because a young nigga is a product of, 3-4 generations of feminism, and then you have a young nigga, evolution. Darwinism, yeah.
No,
this nigga, you know what I'm saying? This nigga come out 4 generations later, man.
Gradualism.
Yeah. You see? Well, yeah, man, it just shows you at the end of the day, all right, Jake not getting the point. Like, Jake don't see what's happening to the Northern Kingdom and have a mindset to repent. Like I said, niggas get worse.
Yep.
You know? Go ahead.
In Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 8, and I saw when for all the cause whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery, I had put her away.
Yep. Well, and how did he put her away? By letting the Syrians come and take them captive, man. That was the Lord putting away the Northern Kingdom, man. Okay, going back into Shalmaneser the 5th, 722 BC. Okay, he sieged. You can read about that in 2 Kings 17 chapter. You read that account. Okay, but he came and sieged the Northern Kingdom. Okay, to where they was eating their children. Okay, you read about that account in Kings. Okay, that story where we when you go into what is the woman, asking. Now the woman they made an agreement one to eat their son one day. Yeah. So they went into captivity to Assyria. Okay, and there was a Lord divorcing the Northern Kingdom, putting that bitch out. It was like the Lord had sister wives at the time. Northern and Southern Kingdom. And the Northern Kingdom was just so rebellious and adulterous. All right, hey, she was put out. Go ahead.
I had put her away and given her a bill of a divorce. Yet her treacherous sister Judah feared not, but went and played the harlot also.
Yeah, her treacherous sister, the Southern Kingdom. All right, because why? When you go against Yahweh Shem Al-Shah, because what? He's our king. When you start to obey other commands outside of this, then you become treacherous. Okay? So he called Judah treacherous, man. Because Judah started to go off. Okay? Which we're going to, matter of fact, let's get that account.
Jeremiah?
Oh, yeah. This was the atmosphere, okay, of the Southern Kingdom, during this time. And we're gonna see what it sounds like today. Go ahead.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 44, starting at verse 11. It says, "Therefore, this is what Yahweh, the heavens armies, and the power of Israel says: I have determined to destroy every one of you."
Yep. So the Lord,
at the gate, bro.
Yeah. So and niggas, and this is what the Lord is saying through the prophets. You know, like no, death. That's what's famine, mourning, and woe. The good times is over. The Lord finna step down on you niggas, man. So this the energy that the Lord come with, okay, through the prophets, man. Go ahead.
Verse 12. "I will take this remnant of Judah, those who were determined to come here and live in Egypt, and I will consume them. They will fall here in Egypt, killed by war and famine."
Now this happened, real time because you had Jake, okay, that when the Babylonians came in, you had certain Jake that didn't get took captives, and their mindset was to go to Egypt. So Jake got this infatuation with Egypt, which the modern day Egypt is what? America, man. And Jake's mindset is always, America. What can we do to keep America going? And they lean on America, man. Jake lean on this system, man. Jake don't see nothing outside of American culture, man. The American way, Westernization, man. You see, go ahead.
"And will die from the least to the greatest."
Yep.
"They will be an object of damnation, horror, cursing, and mockery."
And that's what the Lord finna have you niggas on this time, man. Okay, you niggas is finna be, all right, an example of cursing and mockery, man, and astonishment. Okay, what the Lord is about to allow to happen to Israel, and this is why we not here to have feelings for these niggas, man. The word done went out, and niggas have gotten worse. The nigga woman is absolutely out of order.
No respect of person.
Yeah, young niggas, you can't even have a conversation with,
You can't, bro.
You can't even have a conversation.
Come on, bro. It's like it's just no understanding.
Yeah.
Like that, what we're going into, that Stony Heart, and the fucking blockhead, bro.
Yeah.
It's like you can't penetrate that brain for nothing. It's like it's just stuck on bullshit. All the shit that don't matter. And like the shit that matter to them is like, oh, you done went to jail, you got your stripes. Like, you know what I'm saying? You done caught you some bodies. Like shit like that matter to them, bro. Everything that's anti-life is what matter to these YNs, man.
That's the only, because that's the only thing that you can talk to these niggas about is some type of death.
Or fucking LeBron and his son, these sorry ass nigga playing.
Yep.
You know?
You got it, bro.
Verse 13, "I will punish them in Egypt just as I punished them in Jerusalem by war, famine, and disease."
And it's coming back around because them Jakes that fled to Egypt during the time of the Babylonian captivity, the Lord caused the Babylonians to take down the Egyptians. You see? Letting you know that if the Lord is against you, you're through. No matter what type of maneuver you think you got.
No matter what jets.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Even if you move out the country. Okay? Because see, Jake think that, Jake will hear about it and Jake, I'm going to leave. Nah. If the Lord got judgment for you, that judgment is coming to you. Okay? And this is what you tribes don't understand, that judgment is on the way.
And that the fathership stretches from one end of the earth to the other end. So it's going to cover the whole earth. So where you going to go?
Yeah. And it's going to be judging, man. Go ahead.
Verse 14, "Of that remnant who fled to Egypt, hoping someday to return to Judah, there will be no survivors. Even though they long to return home, only a handful will do so."
So he got busy with them in Egypt, man. Go ahead.
Verse 15, "Then all the women present and all the men who knew that their wives had burned incense to idols, a great crowd of all Judeans living in northern Egypt and southern Egypt answered Jeremiah."
Yep, so it said then the women present. Because here it is, the prophet is addressing the men. Okay? But Jake Jake was in that simp spirit, and Eve was in that masculine.
Ooh.
Okay, they was in that spirit. So you gonna have the women answer Jeremiah. This
not the men.
No, the women answer Jeremiah. Okay, does that sound similar to the day?
Good.
Okay, so where the women are the heads of household. So that atmosphere was back then. Okay, especially under that vibration of Egypt and that Queen of Heaven, which that's the deity, okay, that the modern nigga woman comes in, man, that Queen of Heaven spirit. She has that on her the most.
And that's another account.
Yeah.
You were going into that shows you, not just this one, and well, not just the account of Jezebel, what happened with her. This is another account that shows you what happened when women are heads of households, or women are trying to teach, or women are trying to take that role that they weren't designed for, man.
Come, bro. You feel that?
Good. I'm gonna read in the middle of that because it got good. It says a great crowd of all the Judeans living in Egypt and living in northern Egypt and southern Egypt answered Jeremiah, "We will not listen to your messages from Yahweh."
Now, isn't this the mindset that our people are in today? These same people that's arguing on TikTok and social media all day, if you bring the word to them, okay, they will disregard it. You know what they got to do with us now? So we got bigger problems.
That's in the old days.
Yeah, y'all done let Trump get in office and that. You know, that word ain't gonna help us. We got, you know what I'm saying? We need okay. So this the mindset of Jake. We not gonna listen to the message. So you niggas arguing back and forth on social media, but you're not listening to the message via the prophets. So the Lord is finna address you niggas, man.
You just come on, bro. You just said about the Queen of Heaven and that you talking about
14 and 12. You got it, bro.
No, you talking about the Queen of Heaven and that doers that thou will spirit. That's why I said, man, it's coming up in the next verse, bro.
Yeah, come on, bro.
They said, we will not listen to your messages from Yahweh. We will do whatever we want. That do as thou will spirit. We will burn incense and pour our liquid offerings to the Queen of Heaven just as much as we like. You arrogant, bro.
Yeah. But that's the arrogant spirit that's on the Southern Kingdom. Like they're heavy in the rebellion. Yeah, I don't think I've seen it with Elder Shaquai. He put that video of the nigga woman talking about the chariots. Like, when y'all gonna do something?
Yeah, I saw that come.
Yeah, you
like
see
do
that?
something now. You just
y'all just flying.
Yeah, just do something productive. Like,
Yeah. Talking about to the chariot, talking to, which is an extension of the power. You know.
No humility, no respect. Like this. You just running your mouth toward the chariots, bro.
Yeah.
Those are the chariots and the angels. How shot, bro.
You got Jake got a little series going on TikTok, just asking questions about the Bible and Genesis, and why the flood, and they have the video with a caption on there, but then they laugh in the background.
Yeah, like that. The other Eve, she was like, I'm not gonna pledge my allegiance to some tyrant lord.
Yeah, all that old shit.
What the other one say to my the Lord that don't ever show itself.
Yeah.
Then you gonna refer to Yahweh Shema Shai as Batman, nigga?
Yeah, all that old shit. This is them.
You nigga gonna get a rude awakening. You gonna get put in your place, bro.
This is them. Like when you look at this behavior, this response to the prophets, ain't no doubt about what people this is talking about. There's no people that's more disrespectful to the Bible, okay, than you niggas in this time, man. You got it, bro. You can say something?
Yeah, I had a quick one.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
What was that when you wanted? I had a quick one, get my quick one. Which one again? Wisdom Psalm 14 and 4.
14 and 12.
Y'all gonna get put in y'all place, bro. Albert Rogers, he keep this spirit on this. But y'all gonna get put in y'all place, man. Cause there's certain shit and there's certain stuff you just not supposed to do, man. It's just certain things. You gotta know when to shut the hell up, bro. What you not supposed to say. When they come to your house about Shema Shai and them chairs, they just certain conversations like we were saying that the name shouldn't even be in, bro. That's the ultimate amount of respect, man. You got it, bro.
This is Ezekiel chapter
12, verse 22. Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged and every vision faileth?
Yep, and what you see?
Yeah, what you see? What you gonna do? When he gonna do this? You know, everything you just saying. That because it's a heavy disbelief.
No faith.
No faith in these people today. That's why.
And because every day that they wake up, it don't happen. They get more emboldened, and they mockery and scoffing.
Like that example we brought out, and he get back up even bolder.
Yeah.
Tell them therefore, thus said the Lord, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them that the days are at hand, and every fake of and the effect of every vision, everything that was spoken to you by these warnings, by these prophets, from the ancient prophets until to now, is gonna be in your face. You're gonna get it. The sword, famine, pestilence. I'm talking about you Negro. Y'all gonna get it, man.
Yeah, prophecy is gonna kick niggas' teeth down their throat. Okay.
Go ahead, bro. Let me get the rest of it.
Yeah. Prophecy is gonna slap eyelashes off,
I'm
bonnets, you know what I'm saying? Goddamn SpongeBob slippers and shit.
Bro, you just hate to see them bitches, bro.
Yeah.
Anytime you come across them, bro, you really just go the other way. You don't even want to come behind them in the line when you order food type shit, bro.
You don't even want to go through them line. You ready to go self-checkout.
But for real.
You know?
I rather you rather go through the drive-through, and different stuff like that. You just don't even want to be around them.
You got it, bro.
Come, verse 17. I'm going to start back at the top. It says, we will do whatever we want. We will burn incense and pour out liquid offering to the Queen of Heaven just as much as we like, just as we and our ancestors and our kings and officials have always done in the towns of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. For in those days we had plenty to eat and we were well off and had no troubles.
Yeah, so they equate success now with idolatry.
Damn.
Okay? This is why people equate success with idolatry, man. When they talk about is Jesus with this idolatry. You know? They talk about, certain presidents when the economy was right. Well, it's still idolatry, man. Okay? Yeah, certain, because at the end of the day, it don't matter what president is in, all right? The least do what they're going to do. The least going to go for it. Okay? But you accredit success to this system, not to Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay?
These fake ass FRN notes.
Yeah.
We just got to do something about that. Esau literally, he took all the true resources and turned around and gave us the fake resources to trade for the real resources. And he can turn around, just as we finna see. He gonna tell you, hey, I don't want that no more. You gonna have to get chipped up to get these resources now. You gonna have to pledge your allegiance to me to get this. And if you don't have that faith, if you don't trust and believe in how about Shema Shai, you ain't gonna know what to do.
Yeah, bro. You finished it.
Gun. Verse 18. But ever since we quit burning incense to the Queen of Heaven and start worshiping her, with liquid offerings, we have been in great trouble and have been dying from war and famine.
Yep, and you gotta think like Jake. Look at serving the Lord as a downgrade. Because you can't participate as much in society like you used to. See, when you don't have a Lord or a master or overseer, all right, and you can just be a Ronin doing your thing, okay? Well, Babylon is full of opportunity that's linked to wickedness, man. It's like a woman on the OnlyFans, and she's making her money off what? Technology, which is idolatry, man. You see, there was benefits for serving idols back then, because if you are dealing in business and you in this certain community, a certain circle of people worship the same idols, well, you will get different deals, you will get in. You see, so there were certain benefits, carnal, surface level benefits for being into idolatry, man.
Mm-hmm.
So we see the same thing today, you know, because if you don't have any morals, you stand a good chance of, you know, making plays in America, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whether you're just a grimy nigga making moves out here, a scammer, okay, a woman with no integrity that's willing to do whatever. So you having a low morals and no standards in this society, you fare better to have a easier life.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna shoot directly up just because of it.
Yeah.
For example, I hate mentioning him, but Lil Nas X.
Yeah, yeah,
And just because what he is, what he speak about,
yeah.
he shot up.
Bro, don't you know they said this nigga, when you go into the research and the history of him, that he wasn't even like that. He became that because that's the image they wanted him to play.
Mm-hmm.
They said when you go to like his high school and stuff like that, like look into like who he was before the music, bro, he wasn't like that. He wasn't on that alphabet shit, you know. But that music, bro, he had to turn around. And that's why I see niggas painting their nails.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, niggas understand, like, okay, if I go along with Babylon and do all that idolatry, I'm gonna come up real quick.
And be successful, like that scripture
Yeah.
just said.
Yeah, but you really broke though.
Mm-hmm.
Because you may be rich in this society, but we talking about prophecy. Wait until the MOTB come out. Wait until Esau implement that seed in these smart cities. Man, the brother was going into there last night, found the perfect movie to go into. I rather I would do a lesson on it. But going into them smart cities, them 15-minute cities, and them resilient cities, and that basic income. All you niggas gonna be on the same income. So all the bullshit you done did, all the things that you think, okay, cool, hey, I did this, so I'm gonna be straight. Like, no. Esau look at all you niggas the same. All you niggas still, at the end of the day, he want 500 million. So 7.8 billion of you niggas gotta go. Who you think he gonna start with first?
Tribe's always at the top of the list, man.
Huh.
Go ahead.
Just back our brothers up. This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 17. Because thou sayest, I am rich and increasing goods, and I have no need of nothing, and knowest not thou that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked.
Mm-hmm.
It's talking about
Talking about the church.
kind of it's talking about the church, but in the
But
spirit.
Jake mindset. That's Jake mindset towards his society.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 'cause I think that was the church of you can go over a few. It should show you what church. Laodiceans.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was a church that Yahweh Shah was addressing. But if you equate that to Jake mentality, all right, as long as Jake has their convenience, and especially if Jake got a little revenue in America, a nigga with a little revenue in America, you really can't tell that nigga nothing, man. A nigga that got it made, got a few little chicks and certain type of vehicles, and got this clout and this YouTube celebrity by himself, like you definitely can't tell that nigga nothing, man. Like an Anton Daniels type nigga, Charleston White type nigga, you can't tell them niggas nothing, man. You know?
You see, then them niggas goofy.
Yeah.
Them niggas clowns, man. Straight clowns.
Yeah.
You see Charleston White jumping around, clapping their heels together, talking about can't nobody run this country but a white man. Man, him and the rest of you niggas can have this shit, man. Like we always say, bro, we're gonna continue to edify the elect, and we're gonna let Babylon fall. And the elect is gonna be the elect as it was predestinated before the world began. And any of you niggas that choose to stay with Babylon or pledge your allegiance to Babylon, you gonna fall with it.
Mm-hmm. You got it, bro. Read that, bro.
This is
You
wisdom.
had some
This is wisdom. Psalms chapter 14, verse 11.
Jeremiah 36.
Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation.
Yep.
Because in the creature of the Most High, they are become an abomination.
Yep. So amongst the idols of the Gentiles, okay, which we know this begins in this time with Esau Edom, okay, which he has established idolatry as a standard in the earth, okay, and you have our people that's into these things, man. Going back to the main two entities, you got Thug and Diva, all right, and you look at how the majority of our people operates under those banners, the men in their Thuggo spirit and the women in their Diva spirit, man. Okay? Well, that's idolatry, man. Okay? Heavy self-worship, which that's one of the tenets of Satanism, the worship of self. That's heavy amongst our people. Okay? And there's going to be a visitation on that. And he's going to visit with punishment. Okay? The Most High not going to show up, okay, and make an appearance on you nigga. No. It's going to be famine. It's going to be civil unrest. It's going to be pestilence. These true, diseases that's going to come out and really rock this bitch. And ultimately it's going to be nukes in your house shot. That's how the Most High is going to visit the idols, is through judgment, man. And our people are heavy into, all right, the worship of the idols of this world. Okay? You got it, bro.
They are become abominations and a stumbling block to the souls of men, and a snare to the feet of the unwise.
Yep, and a snare to the feet of the unwise. Okay, so you jakes don't realize that you are in the snare and set up for failure, man. Okay? Everything that you believe, all right, is leading you to torment. You see? Your belief system, the way you think, the way you reason, is all leading you to torment, man. You know?
Is that about 36?
Yeah, something.
That's
Yeah, that was it. That was the point.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, and verse 6. As ye know,
You get Zephaniah 2 and 1. We end it.
as ye know, and see whether a man doeth travail with child.
Yep.
Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness.
Yeah, so Jeremiah is seeing this time playing out. You know? He's seeing Jacob trouble, and he's seeing Jacob in scrapes. Okay, he said, why does a man, is if a man was having a child, when a woman is in birth pain, where she's crouched over, she's screaming in agony and pain. Okay? She's in that fetus, you know what I'm saying? So Jeremiah is seeing niggas in a bad case, man. Okay, go ahead.
In all history, there has never been such a time of terror.
Yep.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
It's even the time of Jacob's trouble. There has never been a time of such terror. Okay? So this is what we telling you, man. Jake still refused to listen to this warning, but the Bible is warning you this is what's on deck, man. Go ahead.
But he shall be saved out of it.
But he, which is the elect, all right, those that are predestined, man, and the elect will be doing, all right, the elect will be in tune with Yahweh Shem Shai. Spirit of Yahweh Shai is what prophecy, man.
It goes back to what you were saying in the beginning about how, the heads and the apostles and the beloved apostles that are over GMS, you can see how the Spirit is really supping with those men, man. You can see how, they're being great examples to us, and you can see how they go into prophecy and they give these things, and then the Spirit confirms. Yahweh Shem Shai confirms that amongst all brothers. They're one unity in the Spirit, So all these other doctors, man, you gotta let that shit go, especially if they tell you, oh, Jacob's trouble ain't coming. The MOTB is spiritual, it's sin. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, little shit like that, you gotta let that shit go, man.
Because if you don't, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, all right, we're just here to tell you exactly what the Lord said. Thus said the Lord. And you can take it and do what you want, okay? But that doesn't mean, all right, that these prophecies don't exist because you don't believe. Okay, that just means you're going to get caught off guard and lacking in the spirit, okay? Was it on there? No, that's so you can read that.
This is Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation, not desire.
Hey, gather together, O nation, not desire. What we just read in the beginning? How we'll gather through Shiloh, Yahweh Shai, by the word of the Holy One. So, if this word is going out, you just supposed to gather to this word. You see, all this other madness that you guys are on, that our people are on, is not going to amount to anything, man. But you being unprotected in the worst time ever. But the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Al Shai, you know, is gathering his elect through this word going out, man. You got it, bro.
Okay. Before the decree brings forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord anger come upon you.
Yeah, so before the day of the Lord anger come, be gathered by this word. This is what we telling you, man. Before the Lord of Yahweh, before the wrath of the Lord settles in the earth, come back to Yahweh Shema Shai. Because that's the only way out of this. It's through repentance, okay, and faith, and making this, and making this our life, man. You know, you can say something.
I was gonna say it's out in Ecclesiastes or Wisdom of Solomon that it says, he that I've been paraphrasing, the person that don't want to work in the winter gonna suffer in the summer. Prepare before, get yourself ready before the time of trouble come upon you. Repent. Repent before the time of trouble come, before Yahweh Shema Shai close this thing out, you know.
You got it, bro. You finished 3.
Okay. Verse 3. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger.
Yeah, so we want to be hid in this, man. And you just finna run right into it. Okay? You finna run right into it, man. You see? Mocking, making jokes, making memes, and you finna go right into the Lord's anger. That's why you finna see a hell of a time, man. You know?
You know, now back at him was going into not plowing the right season, not having food for harvest. But I just to back you up, Proverbs 20:4. You said like if you don't work in the summer, you're not gonna eat in the winter. This is Proverbs 20 and verse 4. It says, those too lazy to plow in the right season will have no food at the harvest.
Yep, and this the right season to plow.
And there's no coincidence, bro, that every time throughout history where you've had the prophets, you know, keep instead of going into telling you repent. You know, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. You know, repent. You know, the spirit and the vengeance of Yahweh Shema Shai is on the way. And every time in history, we've seen how it plays out. And there's no, we were talking about earlier, how no coincidence. It's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing. Like we said when the days of Noah. Go ahead, bro.
I was just gonna say that Noah prepared the ark before the rain. You know.
And you had the sons of God back then. Remember, it was a whole generation of the sons of God. Noah was just one of many. He was just the one that was chosen. Okay, so them niggas was back then doing what they wanted to do. Best believe they was into idolatry. Okay, enjoying the perks of the earth at the time of Noah. That's why I say they were drinking, marrying, giving into marriage. You know, drinking, eating, giving into marriage. Okay, so hey, just like during that time, as they was rebellious against the teaching of Noah, they're doing the same thing today. Okay, and we represent, you know, Noah. We represent Moses, Ezekiel,
the spiritual ark.
Yep, the spiritual ark, which is going to turn into a physical ark in the chariot, man. The sky ark, man. Okay, you had something?
No, that was it, bro.
Okay, well with that, you know, we pray that you brothers, all right, and you sisters edified once again. We want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations, hopefully, shalom.
Shalom.